So the Philadelphia Wings PR department called Philly.com today to complain because we're not giving them enough exposure.
The Philadelphia Wings?
Yes, the Philadelphia Wings.
What, like the shit that's in the wing bowl? Like the little things on the fucking platey plates that get eaten up by all the fat guys?
They might as
and then
well
the small, non-threatening Asian person
that always
wins
wins and eats like 500 wings.
Where does that shit go? What do you think the defecation is after the fucking wing bowl?
How bad does your asshole have to burn?
The fucking was.
Are they hot? Are they hot
Wingador?
wings? Oh, Wingador, yeah.
Wingador would fucking down like 200 fucking whatever the winning number was, and then he would go for like lunch and eat cheesesteaks and shit. Welcome to the Mo Mears Show. I'm Mo.
Ah, Mears.
We're in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes.
On our way to Texas.
Yes.
We're in front of the Capitol building. This is where Bill hung out and did a bunch of little diddling with.
Did a lot of diddling.
With all the, he had like the high-haired chicks back when he was here.
Yeah, Paula Abdul.
Paula Hart or Paula Hart's Bill while he's
Yeah.
duping a non-inhaling deal or whatever. So that's where we are,
Yes.
and we will be in Texas next week. Next week,
The big
Mo and Mears Awards. Tune in. They're going to be fantastic.
spectacular.
We think they're going to be. I think we might get in some suits.
Yes.
We might do some scripted stuff.
We could.
Or we might just do this. And we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well,
but it's going to be fantastic.
You have to tune in to find out.
Yeah, and we're going to have some special awards this year. We're not going to do what we did last year.
No.
We're going to recognize some people that have done some stuff outside of the world of sports, about the world of sports.
Exactly.
We got 2 games this week, but we want to address our online contest. You have the stats on that if you want to give out the current status for the overall feeling of it if you're involved.
Basically, if you picked any of the 4 teams left as your Super Bowl champion, you have a very legitimate shot of winning.
I thought it was the driver's seat. You said the driver's seat.
They are in the driver's seat because everybody picked New England. And if they didn't pick New England, then they picked Philadelphia. Because our people are homers, just like me.
Yes, you are, Homer, and I noticed that you stuck with the Flyers jersey this week despite mass criticism across the board.
Doesn't matter.
There's one YouTube comment.
We were on Showtime last week also.
We aired.
Finally.
We've been saying that we were on Showtime. We were filmed by Showtime. We were on the Showtime set. This past week it aired on Inside the NFL.
Yes.
The entire story. Once again, great job by Susanna. Great job by Jason. Awesome. Everybody who helped us film, they were all fantastic, and it was a huge boost for us. A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic, and what we need you to do now is if you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure to punch that subscribe button right there and become our fan, because after the football season's over, now that we've had some Showtime exposure, we have some ideas brewing that could be coming out.
We got a lot of new equipment, and we're going to come up with some different ideas.
Definitely.
And it should be exciting.
Should be.
Now, we got a lot of analysis to do because there's only 2 games this week.
There is only 2.
So, basically, we're going to start with the NFC game.
Correct.
Which is Green Bay traveling to Chicago.
Yes.
And I'll give you a little fact. Buffalo and Dallas came along long after Green Bay and Chicago.
Yes, yes.
They played in separate leagues their entire existence.
Correct.
I believe. Unless there was a year where something funky happened. Doesn't matter. They have played twice in the postseason in back-to-back years in Super Bowls, which is the only place that they could meet.
Right.
This is the second meeting in postseason between Chicago and Green Bay.
Unbelievable.
First since 1941.
That's 70 years.
That is 70 years minus 11 months. It was December of 1941.
Okay, well, it's close enough.
It was the same year. Yeah, you can call it. You can call it that point.
Well, this week should be a very interesting game. They just met at the end of the regular season, Week 17. Chicago really wasn't playing for much. Green Bay was playing for their playoff lives. And that's basically what has got them on this roll in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers playing out of his mind. 32 of 36 last week. Are you kidding me? I think their defense for Green Bay is actually underrated. They're a lot better than people give them credit for. And Chicago's been having a lot of problems with their offensive line all year long, giving up the most sacks of any team that's left in the playoffs. I like Green Bay to go in there, really confuse Cutler, make him throw some interceptions, and as long as they don't let Devin Hester return punts for touchdowns, Green Bay wins this game.
31 for 36 last week for Aaron Rodgers. Not to be a nitpicker, but you said 32. Phil Simms gets a lot of credit for the efficiency that he had in his Super Bowl win last week. I thought Aaron Rodgers' performance was 10 times better than that ever was.
It was amazing.
After talking about Showtime, I got to take a shot like that. I don't even know. I don't even know where that came from. Why? But that's as far as efficiency and having the legs and the escapability and what he did last week too. The best team in the NFC all year because they were the 1 seed and they had the best record.
Right.
And they had it all year, 13-3. Great season. Mike Smith loses his next playoff game. He's going to be fired. Nature of the business. It sucks. That's 2 playoff games lost in poor fashion in his 2 appearances. For that being said, I think Green Bay is on the biggest roll. I think they're going to go ahead and I think they're going to come into Chicago. I think they're going to handle Chicago. And I think we're going to see another 6 seed from the NFC go to the Super Bowl. Last one upset the perfect season. So
that's true. But you know what we've never
Giants
seen before?
were a 6 seed, right?
I believe so.
Right.
But you know what we've never seen before is 2 6 seeds in the Super Bowl. Never happened.
Jets are the 6 seed. They are traveling to the 2 seed Pittsburgh. Jets week 15. Week 15?
Yes,
yeah, week 15. Won an important game in Pittsburgh against the Pittsburgh team that was playing.
Yeah, and they played well. And
I didn't realize that until this week.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. That is a big win for the Jets. That got them to 10 wins. It's when they finished the season at. Also, it was 10. Mm-hmm. No, they finished 11 wins. 11-5. I apologize. But here's the deal. Pittsburgh, a little bit better defense, in my opinion, than the Jets. They have the most sacks of any team left in the NFL, but they're going against the Jets, who have the best offensive line. They've only given up 28 sacks all season. They've had their running backs rush for more yards than any other team left in the playoffs. So it's really going to be a battle in the trenches. Who's going to win this? Is it going to be Pittsburgh D-line? Is it going to be the Jets O-line? I think it's going to come down, to a close game at the end. And although Sanchez has proven recently that he can come up big in those moments, I still put my money on Roethlisberger. Maybe even a little bit on the refs and the Steelers. They seem to lean in the Steelers' direction. But anyway, I still think the Steelers are going to win this game. I like them to go to the Super Bowl and play for the 7th championship.
It was pointed out to me that in the Showtime story, I would make my first clip is about how you can't beat a Pittsburgh team in prime time, and they got destroyed that week. I don't know if it was the Jets game or no, because the Jets game was when we were on the set. But that was pointed out to me this week. I think this Rex Ryan thing, I said last week it was going to end. I didn't think he was going to get in the head of Tom Brady. I think big Bill Belichick got in the head of the entire team by benching his guy for being clever.
Yeah, he was clever.
When Antonio Cromartie's calling your quarterback a pussy.
Right, exactly.
Wes Welker comes out with the most amusing press conference I've seen in a long time and gets benched for it.
Yeah, talking about
kind of killed the team. That being said, I think for the Jets to go and win 2 in a row in a short period in Pittsburgh, I think Roethlisberger is that good, and I thought Brady was that good, so Sanchez can be that good in the situation. There's times that he sucks, but he's young. When it comes down to the battle of the 2 quarterbacks, I'm going to side with the veteran, but this could be an overtaking if Sanchez...
You realize if Sanchez wins, he will have beaten quarterbacks with 6 of the last 8 Super Bowl rings?
I did not realize that, and I don't care.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think so either. So we are on our way to Texas now. We're going to ignore the Pro Bowl like we do every year. We're not going to do that. We're going to do our awards. We're going to trump the Pro Bowl with our awards.
Our awards are bigger than the
Pro Bowl. We're going to
get
more. If we get the views on our award show that we got on this week's past week's video, we will have higher ratings than the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. So we need those advertisers to come and advertise on our show.
Yeah, bring it. They got to give us 30 cents. We don't give a shit. More than we're making now. All right, so we will see you next week for the Mole Mears Awards.